Hello and good afternoon, class. How are you doing today? Hope that you are all fine and safe. Well, today we're going to start our lessons on Unit 5, page 59. For the past few weeks, we have been talking about celebrations and events. And today is the same thing. We're going on to an event called Memorial Day. Do you know what Memorial Day is about? Or do you know where they celebrated Memorial Day? As you can see in our board, if you say Memorial Day is celebrated in the country America, you are correct. It is part of an American history. So we're going to talk a little bit about an American histories. I have some pictures here that I posted up on this board, and I also will post it on our Telegram post. From looking at these pictures, can you tell me what Memorial Day is about? I have pictures of people in the armies, and the word never forgotten their service. And pictures of cemeteries where a man in a silhouette is saluting the cemeteries and the graves. Do you know why they're saluting them? Well, we will discuss this more, and hopefully by the end of this video, you will learn more about Memorial Days and why they're saluting the fallen heroes. Okay, the word memorial. Do you know what memorial means? Does it mean the same thing as memories? If you say that, you are correct, because memorial means something to remember. Memorial is a remembrance. So it's a remembrance. It's having a day to remember your past, especially the one who served for you in the past. But Memorial Day is about the armed services. What is armed services? We know arms mean arms, our arms. And services means something we give back to our community or to our country. So in this context, we are talking about the army. For those who have served in the army, just like in our picture here, we have pictures of men in an army uniform, silhouette, so they serve. So Memorial Day is about people who served in the army in America, who have fought in wars in the past, and they have died. And all those that have died, this is a day to celebrate their life and celebrate what they have done and what they have given to the American people. Okay, you got that? And for most Americans, all these fallen heroes or fallen memorials, they call them heroes. What are heroes? You might ask. Heroes are considered like someone who sacrificed themselves or do something great for the countries. Heroes. So to all Americans, and maybe everybody in this world, their fallen heroes in the armies, the one that fought for the country, are considered heroes. So they sacrificed themselves for the greater good. Is that correct? Yeah, so I hope you understand some of these words, and hope these words will guide you through our readings today. And you know, Memorial Day also have a history. It goes back in the late 1800s, so that was about 200 years ago in American history. And as you can see, read through our text, Memorial Day starts from the Civil War. Do you know what a Civil War is? Have Cambodian experienced a Civil War? Have most of the country, you know, have a Civil War? Place something in our text or our Telegram post explaining what a Civil War is. And we can also go to Zoom and talk more about civil wars and patriotism. If you say civil war is a war within a country itself, you are correct. A civil war is a war fought within a country. We will discuss this more through our Telegram post, and we can go to Zoom and talk about the civil wars and the patriotism that we feel now to have a day representing for our fallen heroes. So for now, can you please bring out your book and turn to page 59? Have my mark. On page 59, there's are 2 pages of readings about a brief histories of Memorial Day, how it became a holiday in America and how it all started from a civil war and which groups that was against it and which group was for it and which states in America that was for it and against it. This is just a brief history. You can also follow up on these histories either through your further research. You can know more about the histories of Memorial Day. There is an extensive history on that. But for this task, this is what we have to learn, so it will help you guide you through your readings and guide you to the understanding, the basic understandings of Memorial Days, which they are celebrated in America. Okay, for your first task, there are some questions on the top of the page. These are questions just for your own knowledge and understanding before reading the text. I want you to read the words. There are 8 words on the page, and try to find the meanings of these words. Try to match it to the correct words, because these words will help you and help guide you through your readings and your understandings of the readings. Okay, for your first task, besides doing on page 59, I want you to write the meaning for these words. I have listed here 5 words that I want you to write the meaning for. But please do not look in your dictionaries or any apps to help you find the meanings. Try to find the meaning of these words through your reading and through your context, okay? If you have any difficulties finding this word, just ask me and I will help and guide you through the meanings, guide you to find the meaning for these words without looking at the dictionaries. For this first task, you'll be given 30 minutes to complete this task. Once you complete this task, you can post it up on our Telegram post so all your classmates can see, okay? Until our second video, bye class. Hello class, welcome back to our second video for today's lesson. In our first video, we talked about the holiday that is celebrated in America, Memorial Days. I've seen through our discussions on Telegram and on Zoom, you have come to a better understanding of Memorial Days and how they celebrate it, when they celebrate it, and a little bit of history about Memorial Days. I'm glad that you understand some of that. We know that Memorial Day means a day of remembrance, remembering the fallen heroes that have fought for America, for American histories. And all these heroes have served in the armed services, meaning they all have served some form or some ways in the army, whether doing general works in the office or at the field fighting a battle for America. And they are all considered heroes to the American people. That's why they have a day for them. We also learned about America. The Memorial Days come from the Civil War back in the 1800s, where Civil Wars is where they fought against each other, where they have a North American and a South American, and because there was a disagreement within the country, they had a Civil War. And after the Civil War, then one side wins, and after a few months or a few years afterwards, they have come together as a group to find or to recognize a day where they can remember all the fallen heroes for both sides. So they recognize their services in the army for their countries. Okay, for our second task on today's lessons. For our second task, after reading your text about Memorial Days, I want you to answer the questions on page 60. There are 6 questions, and you can either mark or circle the correct answer for each question. For each question, the answer can be found in your reading text, okay? So take your time, read through the questions, and read through your text again and find the answers. Once you have found the correct answer, circle the correct answers. And once you have completed all your questions, please send it to my personal Telegram so I can correct it and give you back your scores. Again, if there's any further questions that you might have, you can always contact me and I will help and gladly guide you through your questions. And if you want, we can also go back to Zoom and discuss more about this lesson. So it's all up to you. You will be given 30 minutes to complete this task. Once you complete the task, please send it to my Telegram post. Okay, until our next video, bye class. Hello class, welcome back to our third and final videos for today's lessons. So were you excited today learning about Memorial Days? Today you have learned a little bit about American histories. And you learned about Memorial Days, which is a day of remembrance for our fallen heroes, or for the fallen heroes of America. And we see through our readings and texts, Memorial Day have a deep history for the American people, where it started from civil wars within the country and spanned out to the current wars nowadays. And as you see in the pictures, there are probably hundreds of millions of people who have died in wars all over the world, but these are just the people that passed away in America and how they celebrated their fallen heroes who have served in the armed forces. Okay, for your homework assignment today, your homework assignment is on page 61. And 61 is a crossword puzzle, but they have, on each side of the puzzle, they have like 9 to 10 questions. Again, all your answers could be found in your reading, so in your text. So read the text and answer the questions. Once you have find the correct answers, you can mark your answers onto the word puzzles. You can fill them to there. Again, this is homework, so you will have 1 week to complete this homework. Actually, you will have till our next class to send me your homeworks. Okay, class? Hope you do your homework, and I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit about American histories. Until we see each other again next week, be safe, stay healthy. Bye, class.